Are you saying these things in your sales conversations and secretly costing yourself deals? You might be, and most people, they don't even realize it. We're talking about phrases that instantly trigger buyer resistance, kill trust, and make your prospect disappear. But here's the real kicker. What you think is helping is actually hurting. Today, I'm breaking down 5 common sales phrases you need to ditch and what to say instead to genuinely connect and close more deals. You're going to be shocked at the difference. Welcome back to another video. I'm Drew Norton, the Everyday Sales Leader, and I'm all about helping you master the art of guiding others to their own aha moments. We're not here for high pressure tactics or sneaky tricks. We're here for real connection, real impact, and real results. Today, we're diving into some common sales language that create pitfalls and really how to transform them into powerful tools for building trust and creating more urgency. This isn't about memorizing scripts. It's about understanding the psychology behind the words so you can truly lead with confidence and authenticity. So the first phrase I want you to eliminate from your sales vocabulary is, does that make sense? This phrase often comes across as condescending, or it assumes the client isn't grasping what you're saying. It puts the burden on them to validate your clarity, which can really maybe even create a barrier of trust in our communication. And we want to empower the client to discover, not to feel tested, at least not early on. And so instead of saying, hey, does that make sense? You might say, hey, what are your thoughts on that? And really encourage active participation and feedback. Or another thing you might try is, how does that resonate with what you're looking for? It connects them back to their needs. Lastly, you might ask, what's your take on this idea? And it gives them a chance to invite some perspective into the conversation. So primarily, we're looking to build more trust and encourage the client to share their thoughts without feeling judged or feeling like they don't know something. It also touches on addressing their needs by ensuring there's alignment with your solution. So instead of saying, hey, does that make sense? It would be better to say, hey, what are your thoughts on that? So number 2 is phrases like to be honest with you or to be transparent with you. While often these seem like positive statements, starting a sentence with to be honest with you or to be transparent can actually imply that you haven't been authentic up to this point in the conversation. So this can raise some suspicion and really hurt the trust you have. Authenticity should be your default setting. Your integrity is foundational and you want to show up authentically always. So instead of saying something like that, you can just simply state what you want to convey and do it directly and confidently. Or another way you might transition into a statement is, hey, to give you a more complete picture. So that's something that can be neutral and factual, and it implies that you're thorough. Here's how I see this playing out. So that positions you as a guide. You're not thinking, you're not guessing. You're telling them how you see things. The reality is that acknowledges the situation directly, or from my perspective, or in my experience. That offers your view without implying you've been dishonest previously. By avoiding the phrase to be honest with you, you reinforce continuous integrity rather than highlighting a specific moment of honesty. So the bad example would be, to be honest, I think you need this, or to be transparent, this might cost a bit more. Where you can replace that with, from my perspective, this solution addresses your core challenge because, or to give you a complete picture, there's an additional investment for X, which provides you with Y. All right, number 3, we want to ditch the I think or I feel. While empathy is key, overly using I think or I feel when you're presenting solutions or facts can make you sound like you're uncertain or that you don't have authority. It really weakens your message. If you are the guide and the expert, you want to project confidence in your knowledge. So what I might say instead is, based on what you shared, this solution will, right? That's a way I can connect what they've talked about exactly to the solution that I have to offer them. Another very factual thing you can say is the data shows. That's a way to use evidence and build authority. You'll find that. That could be a way to talk about something they might see in the future. Instead of, hey, I think you're going to see this, or I feel like you're going to see that, you'll find that. This, once again, helps you establish trust and helps you link their needs or their problems to a solution. So once again, I would avoid saying things like, I think this will help you save time. Instead, I might say, hey, based on what you've shared about your current workflow, this system will directly reduce your time spent by 30%. Just much, much more powerful when said like that. Number 4, let's master the art of the unfollow up. Common phrases that just trigger sales resistance are phrases like, hey, I'm following up with you. Hey, just circling back. Those can feel passive. Sometimes they feel generic and they put people on the defensive. That's how every other salesperson reaches out. They say, hey, just following up. Hey, I just wanted to circle back. Hey, just getting back to you. They often place the burden of response entirely on their prospect without a reason for them to actually re-engage with you. Every interaction is actually an opportunity to add value and to guide. So the best follow-ups are either value-driven or low pressure, and they create an invitation to re-engage, and they're designed to help you get a clear yes or no without begging. So what I might say instead is, and this would be more of a value-driven approach, I was thinking about, maybe a specific challenge we discussed and wanted to share this new information I had for you, right? So I was thinking about, and I wanted to share some new piece of information that you have. Now, let's say they miss a call. Let's say we had a scheduled call and they missed it and they didn't show up for that call. Instead of saying, hey, I missed you on the call today, just following up with you. When do you, should we reschedule? I'd probably say something like, hey, I was looking forward to connecting with you today on our call. It looks like you weren't able to make it. Where should we go from here? It acknowledges that the call we had scheduled didn't happen. You don't put blame on anything, and we recenter the goal. Now, if they've been silent, maybe you have a prospect that was interested in meeting with you or interested in having more information, and then they go silent all of a sudden. I love to just give them a chance to say no. Hey, John, I haven't heard back from you at all. Should I just go ahead and close out your file? This gives them an easy chance to say no. And then 2, it shows that you're not needy. You don't need their sale, and gives them a chance to say, often if they've been busy or things have been going on in their life, they'll say, hey, you know what? No, I'm grateful you followed back up with me. Thanks for checking in. And I found people will schedule another appointment, or they'll just say, yeah, go ahead and close out my file. Then I don't waste my time anymore. Another way you can follow up powerfully is if you've sent a message previously that they didn't respond to, I'll just send a follow-up message that says, hey, not sure if you saw my last message or not. Let me know. ... That way I'm not coming off needy, and I'm acknowledging that they haven't responded to a previous request. I also sometimes, especially on the front end, look, I believe that in your sales presentations, you should make it very clear for someone to say no by the end. And if they can't say yes, you schedule a time to meet again. If they can't schedule a time, you don't move forward. And if I'm prospecting, I'm going to be willing to nurture a lead a little bit longer. In that instance, sometimes if they haven't responded when they previously expressed interest, I'll just send a message that's simply their name. John, after 2 or 3 messages of not responding, John. And a lot of times I've found that we'll get a response from someone. You're essentially acknowledging that they're not responding to you, and it gives them a chance to say yes or no. Look, we want to avoid things like just following up on the proposal we sent last week, where something much more powerful is, hey, regarding the proposal we discussed for streamlining your lead generation, I wanted to share a quick case study of a similar business that saw a 20% increase in qualified leads in just 3 months with this approach. That's going to be better than, hey, just following up on the proposal last week. Or it might be, hey, I was looking forward to connecting today about scaling your sales team. I haven't heard back from you at all. Should I go ahead and just close out your file? Or maybe, hey, not sure if you saw my last message. Let me know. Okay, point number 5. This line in sales drives me crazy. And a lot of times new people, understandably, will say this. And if you're experienced in sales, remove this from your vocabulary. Why are you not interested? Or why not when someone expresses disinterest? So this question might seem like it's really innocent. And what I've found is it instantly puts people on the defensive. It forces them to justify the no they just gave you, which often leads to them digging in their heels or continuing to offer up more unhelpful excuses or smokescreens. It feels like you're challenging their decision, not trying to understand them. Our aim is to guide, not just interrogate. We want to respect their autonomy and at the same time invite clarity rather than demand justification. So what I might say instead of why aren't you interested? Is, yeah, help me understand a little bit more about that. What would have to happen for this to be a definite no for you? If we take the cost off the table, would you move forward with this? That way we can isolate that objection instead of asking, oh, why is it too expensive? Or why don't you want to pay for it? So sometimes that first no isn't the real one. So if they say they're not interested right now, don't respond with why not. Instead, you might respond with something, hey, totally appreciate you sharing that. Hey, just want to understand where you're coming from with this. And then you ask another question. What would it do for you if insert X, Y, or Z, right? So open the door for a real conversation. So I do not want to ask why or why not when they've just told me no. What I will ask why is when they tell me why they like something, or when they tell me they think it might be a good fit. Then I might ask them why, because it'll get them to sell themselves. The power of your words is immense. By consciously choosing what you say, you can transform your sales conversation from transactions into true partnerships. If you're ready to dive deeper into mastering your sales mindset, communication, and presence, the 3 core pillars of sales inception, then my coaching program's for you. This just isn't about closing deals. It's about changing lives, including your own. And if you're curious about your own unique strengths, make sure to download my sales archetype questionnaire. It's a powerful tool for self-awareness and growth, and it's totally free. Links to both are in the description below. Hit the like button if this helped you. Subscribe for more authentic sales insights, and let me know in the comments, what's one phrase you used to say that you've replaced for better results?